Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you guys coming and spending time with me and checking out my update on my Finish 9 by New Year's. So we'll start with what I have left, and that is this one single item. This is the Pure Seduction Silkening Body Splash. When I last saw you guys, I was up here and now I'm down to here. I feel like just maybe a couple more weeks and this would be gone. I'm really happy with the progress on this. It really has shown me how quickly I go through a bathroom fragrance versus a car fragrance. As you guys can see, I've used up all of the Moonlit Path. I also finished up the last Kiwi yogurt pack from Purederm, and I do not miss these. I am so glad these are out of my life. And then I also have these two perfumes. I used up the Hello by Prince Harvey. The markings on here, despite being permanent marker, didn't last, but I think I was like right around here. I didn't have much left. I had just like foolishly not powered through it. And then I also have my Forever Midnight. I didn't have much left when I last saw you guys. I had about here. I also used up my cake batter chapstick, but I was using it at school and I wasn't thinking, so I ended up just like throwing it away. So since I'm down to just this, I've decided that because we have like 2.5 weeks left until the new year, I went through my collection and I realized I was already working like on the side on 8 other products. I thought I would just see like how far I can go and how much more I can use up from those. I don't think I'll be able to use the rest of the 8 completely up, but I at least wanted to give it a try. The thing I've got is this Victoria's Secret Victoria. That's why I got this perfume. It could have smelled like crap, but it had my name on it, so I bought it. Perfume. It has like the tiniest amount left. I should not have a problem using this up. I've wanted to try to get through all of my like mini perfumes and my perfume samples before I could start working on like roller balls and other perfumes, just because I'm tired of having tons of perfume clutter. So I wanted to go ahead and use this up. I've had it for pretty much a year and it's foolish that I still have it. I also wanted to use up this. I used up the highlight end once earlier this year. This is the Maybelline New York Instant Age Rewind Double Face Perfector, and now I'm down to the Conceal side. I don't have very much left. I took the stopper out and I'm kind of just like scraping the sides. Every day I'm surprised that I still am getting product out of here because it feels super empty and it's not like even pulling product up on here. I have to really like move it around to get product out. I just want to get this gone. It's not the best concealer ever. I think the newer versions with the little puff on the top, I forget what those are called, are a better version than these. I also want to use up the They're Real Benefit Travel Mascara. I've had this much longer than 6 months, probably pushing a year, which I know is horrifyingly bad, but I mean, it still works. It's my eyeballs, my eye goo. I don't care. Like I said, there isn't much left on here either. I feel like I'm maybe like 5 uses away from it being gone. I personally assess like mascara throwing away based on how much gunk comes up at the end of the brush. That will tell me how dried up or how used up the product is and what kind of impact it's having on my lashes. I have pretty easygoing lashes. A curl, holds pretty well in here. I don't have, frustrating lashes. They aren't persnickety. They just do their thing. And it doesn't take much to make my eyelashes look nice, in my opinion. And I feel like when a mascara stops making my eyelashes look nice is when it's kind of time for me to call it a quits and move on. And we're getting close to that point in time with this one. I also have this Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Eden. I have a love-hate relationship with this primer. On the one hand, I like it. On the other hand, I don't, because if you're not really careful about blending it all in, the color on here is such that it's meant to cancel out your like under eye circles, but for me it actually has a distinct color. Like that's not, I'm so pale that this is not like a nude color on me. So if I don't really blend it out and I like leave a little bit here and it like dries down, I then have this like awkward, like strange cream colored type of thing on my eye, which is a super strange thing to be talking about, but that's why I want to get this used up. As much as I like the canceling properties, for me this color isn't neutral enough. I prefer just the regular primer potion that doesn't leave that kind of residue if I don't blend in every millimeter of it. So I'm also gonna go ahead and use this. This will take me probably until the new year, even though there's not much left, because it takes so little to do both of my eyelids. The next thing I want to work on is this color tattoo from Maybelline. It's 55 Inked in Pink. This one caught my eye, I'd say like maybe a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, because I went to use it. I got tired of the other lighter version that I have of this, and it was very sort of not quite as soft. It hadn't gone bad, but it just sort of, I don't really know how to describe it. It's just not smooth as my other ones are. So I thought to myself, like, oh geez, like this probably is a time where if I don't use it now, it's going to go to waste and it's going to go bad. So I would really like to use this half down here just to kind of get that, you know, finish, and then I can focus onto the other half. A lot of this, for whatever reason, again, I think it has a lot to do with the way the product is kind of wearing down. My other Maybelline color tattoos, as I use them, I don't collect product on the walls, but for some reason with this one, I really have mashed a lot of the product against there. So like over here, I have a ton of stuff left. Like that's probably like a 2-month job, but I feel like over here, the wall that I've pushed it on is very thin, and I feel confident that I can use at least half of this. So that's my goal, is not to use the whole thing, but to make a good dent on the one half that I'm working with. Very specific parameters I'm giving you guys for this, but it is what it is. I also want to use up this guy. I have a really bad habit of depotting things and then throwing the product away and leaving the potted product and like moving on to something else. I don't know why. I don't know if I'm like sad about the product like being gone, that I scraped it out and I want to preserve it, but enough is enough. This is the Becca highlighter in Pearl. Like, it was in the holiday trio last year. I depotted it because I had to take the stopper out. And once the stopper comes out, those wands, for me, the doe foot wands, essentially become useless, and then it's really frustrating to use it. So I always scrape the product out. I have like a decent amount in here. I definitely won't get this done by the new year, but I at least want to at least focus my attention on it because I love this one the most out of all the 3 primers, or the 3 highlighters that I got, and I think it's beautiful for my skin tone. So I just want to use it, focus on it, and then be able to actually move on to another full-size highlighter. The next item I got to put in here is from my Maybelline Blushed Nudes palette. I feel like this palette takes a lot of flack on YouTube, and I don't know why. I think it's a really good palette. I think it's a big improvement from the first one Maybelline came out with. Do I think it's the best quality ever? No. In fact, that's probably why I already hit a massive amount of pan on one of these shadows. All I have left is this little bit here that I have to kind of break up and use on my lid. It's what I've currently been using on my lid in conjunction with my Too Faced palette. And I just like this color a lot and I want to use it. I will say though that because of the lower quality of this, it takes a lot of product to pack it onto your lid to have a good amount of pigmentation. I can't speak to all the shades for that, but definitely the lighter ones. So when I hit pan, I was kind of like, oh, I feel like I haven't used this a ton, but I guess it makes sense because I have to use so much on my lid, but I like the look of it, and I really do like this. I actually thought about panning this palette in 2016, but I've come to terms with the fact that I do not want to pan a palette next year. I just want to focus on using products up in general. And the last thing that I have is this Mirabelle primer. It's for both the eyes and face. I only use this on my face. It came in, I think, a BoxyCharm. I just thought I would tackle it because it's one of these smaller primers that I have left in my collection. It's definitely like a Smashbox primer. It's got a Vaseline type of texture, which doesn't bother me. I will say though that it takes a very small amount of this. I was very surprised because when I thought about the Maybelline Babyface one, I feel like that one takes a decent amount to put on my face, but this is a very small amount. Otherwise, I feel like my skin can't absorb it and my skin gets like kind of an itchy feeling. I think just because there's product overload. I don't think it's because of the ingredients in here. So I feel like I can make, decent progress on it. I'm already down to here on it when I use my super cute Panda toothpaste squisher to push product down, but I just want to focus on it because I'm already using it. Why not see how far I can get in the next 3 weeks? So, those are all the products that I'm weaving in. I definitely don't think I'll use all of them up, but if I can at least make a good dent on them, I think it'll be a really awesome way to kick off 2016. So that's it for me, guys. If you're doing this project, let me know what you're doing down below for it, what kind of progress you're making, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.